we discuss about the UML common mechanism chapter. What are the different common mechanisms are done in the UML? So this chapter we cover the nodes, stereotypes and tagged values, constraints and modeling comments, modeling new building blocks, modeling new properties, modeling semantics, all these things. Here mainly first nodes. What is nodes? UML provides graphical representation for the comments, constraints called as a nodes. Visualize comment directly in the nodes. Nodes also gives you placeholder to link or embed with other documents. Now next, stereotype and tagged values and constant. Stereotype representation is nodes is nothing but notepad symbol is there, no, like that symbol is there, and then in that one we write the nodes. And stereotype is nothing but that is also folder, like folder symbol on their subsystem building system, like this we can. And then tagged value is nothing but same symbol as a node, that is tagged like this. And constraints are like hubs and servers, all this called as a constraints. Next, terms and concept. First, node definition. Node is a graphical symbol for rendering constants and comments attached to the element or collection of elements. Graphically, node rendered as a rectangle with the ended corner. Textual and graphical comment. Next, stereotype. Stereotype is extension of the vocabulary of UML, allowing you to create new kinds of building blocks similar to existing one but specific to your problem. Stereotype is a vocabulary of UML, allowing you to create the new kinds of building blocks similar to the existing one. Next one is tagged value. It is a property of the stereotype, allowing you to create new information in an element bearing to the stereotype. To create the new information. Next, constraint, the textual specification semantics of the UML element. Add a new rules, modify the existing one. Next is nodes examples. In the nodes we can write a simple text or simple document or embedded URL, all these things. And extra compartments also we can use. So in the nodes we can put the URL also to link it with the other document, other embedded document. Encrypted document, all these things. Next one is stereotype example. Stereotype is a generalization relationship parent child. Is a meta type, defines the a type that defines the other type. Each stereotype provides the own set of tagged values. Here named stereotype contain the subsystem consist of the accounting named stereotype with icon. You can use the icon here. Stereotype element as icon. Next tagged value. Your tagged value constant. Tagged value we can declare in the along with the stereotype. Tagged value placed in a note attached to the affected element. It is a display as a note. Here tagged values are server. Take a server with capacity 50, the tagged value. We use the tagged value in the stereotype class. It specifies the properties related to the code and configuration management. Next, constants. Constant may be written in the free form of text. Want to specify the semantics. This is in the object constant language, further in UML. Here constant rendered as a string. String enclosed with the brackets, placed association element. Brackets placed near the associated element. Here constraints. Take a conditions like here portfolio account linked with the bank account. Here constant can specify as a secure enclosed with the brackets. So constant nothing but. Here XOR we use constant for multiple elements. It is a string enclosed by the brackets placed near the associated element. Constant. Next, standard element. Here stereotype specifies the classifier of the stereotype may be applied to the other element. Here profiles. Profile is nothing but profile is a UML model with a set of predefined stereotypes, tagged values, constants and base classes. Profile has predefined stereotypes, tagged values, constant and base classes. Next, common modeling technique we can use. Modeling comments. To model the comment, we take put your comment as a text in a note and place the adjacent to the element which refers. Like comments we use a put as a note we take the comment as a node and then put adjacent to the that element. Put the comment as a text in the node and place adjacent to the element which refers. Can show the explicit relationship by connecting the node element using the dependency relationship like a dashed line. And comment legally involves something rather than the plain text, richer than the plain text, and putting your comment in the external document or linked with the embedded document and a note attached to your model. As the model values, keep those comments, record significant decisions, all these things. So in the figure they can display the element linked with the this comments. In the comment we can write the comment, all this comment. Here we take a security element. Here the methods present value, history, subclasses are cash account, stock, bond, property. For security we can take the comment as a node. Here the requirement, the security requirement comment we can use shall conform to corporate framework transaction logging compliance with the federal law. This is a comment. It can be linked with the dashed line to the security element. And then again one comment will be in the for 4 subclasses cash account, stock, bond, property. The comment is see policy 8596 document for the details of these algorithms. So this comment as a node can be linked with the 4 subclasses. Like a modeling comment can be done. Next, modeling new properties. To model the new properties, basic properties of UML building blocks are attributes and operations for the classes. So to model this properties, first make sure the is not already a way to express you want by the using UML, and you need to convenience there no other way to express the semantics defined as stereotypes and new properties of the stereotype. Rules of the generalization may apply. Here modeling the new properties can be done by, we take one example. If you want to model the create your project configuration management system, among the other things, this means that track of the version number, current check-in status, all these things. Here the value of the tags such as version, status or the things can be set by the tools. So version, status are called as the properties. Modeling new properties. Main UML properties are attributes, operations for the classes. For the classes, the properties are attributes and operations. For this attribute and operations, we can model new properties. For this one, we can define the stereotypes and tagged values. For this one, we can express the semantics and define the stereotype, add the new properties to the stereotype. Here in the example we can take the three subsystems in which has been extended with the version stereotype including the version number and status. Here we take a three subsystems. For this one, properties we can declare as a version properties we can use a stereotype and the stereotype and add to the properties. Here version stereotype is there for three different subsystems: field access, building and word currency. What is on field access? We can link it with the stereotype version, and here version status version something 2.5, status is open like this one, and building for this one version is version 3.2, status is second. For this word currency version is version 7.5, status locked. Like this properties can be defined with the stereotype. Next, modeling semantics. For this one we to model the semantics, first make sure that it is not already a way to express you want by the using UML. This one. Here specify the semantics precisely and formally. Write your semantics using OCL, object constraint language. Your modeling semantics can be, here we take a team and person. For the person, captain is there and member is there. Here semantics nothing but rules. We can model the rules semantics. Here the semantic is captain must be maintain a team for at least 1 year. This is one semantic. Can represent by node symbol of the relationship. Like a modeling common mechanism server. Next chapter is a diagrams chapter. The diagrams, structural diagrams are there. Class diagram, object diagram, deployment diagrams, behavioral diagrams also there. So these diagrams we will discuss in the next class. Subscribe to my channel.